Hello and welcome to Maple Flavored Yoga. My name is Andy and this is Dr. Claw. If you haven't done so already, please click the subscribe button. Feel free to click the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. These small, simple actions help support me in continuing to create content on this channel for you to practice with. Our class today is going to be a short and sweet shake off of the day, though you can use this class at any time during the day, obviously. The purpose is to bring us into the here and now, bringing us into our physical bodies and linking our breath and our movement to nourish ourselves in a really beautiful way. So I'd like for us to fully arrive in this space, acknowledging whatever experience we're having at this time, connecting with our breath, I would like to send gratitude to the creators and cultivators of yoga. Without them, we wouldn't have this beautiful practice to share and grow with. So to begin, we're just going to roll our wrists out. Taking our time noticing any sensations that we're experiencing. And we can go the other way. Just inviting some movement and blood into these smaller joints. We'll interlace our fingers and make some figure eights. Again, noticing any pops or cracks or anything like that. There shouldn't be any pain. We'll go the other way again. Shake our hands out, still being gentle. Kind of flop your hands back and forth. Doctor. Pet your animal that's sitting on your lap if you have one. Okay. We'll make our way into tabletop. You can come with your hands flat, or if you have a wrist injury or pain where that doesn't feel good, you can come onto your fists. We're gonna come into cat-cow, so on an inhale, belly drops to the floor. Collarbones up to the sky. Cow, exhale, round the spine, belly button to spine. Head drops. Cat, inhale up. Exhale, round. Giving yourself any extra wiggles or shakes that feel good. Sometimes I like to sway my hips from side to side. Exhale, round. Inhale up. We'll do two more here. Exhale, round. Last one. And exhale, round. Here we'll place our hands flat. Tucking our toes, we'll push up and back. Coming into downward facing dog. Keeping our knees bent though, bringing our thighs and our belly in tandem together. They don't have to touch. You don't have to rest your belly on your thighs, but if you do, that's also okay. Really reaching into the floor, extending our arms. Then one at a time, you can begin to pedal your feet out. Inviting length into the backs of your legs. And we will come to stillness. 5 breaths here. If you need to keep your knees bent, that's okay. We want to keep a flat back, so it's better to have a flat back and knees bent than legs straight and you're rounding through your spine. Your heels don't have to reach the floor. Next inhale, we'll come forward to plank. Knees, chest, chin down to the floor. Inhale, coming up into a low cobra. Exhale, we'll come into a child's pose. Inhale, and exhale here. Inhale, we'll come up into a tabletop and then we'll push up into downward facing dog again. Holding here. 3 breaths. Again, inhale, we'll come forward into plank. Knees, chest, chin to the floor. Inhale up into a cobra. Exhale, we'll push back into child's pose. Inhale, exhale. Our next inhale, we'll come forward once again, tucking our toes, pushing up and back into downward facing dog again. 3 breaths. Inhale, forward. We'll do that flow one more time. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up into cobra. Exhale, back into child's pose. We will rise up and we're going to bring our right foot forward. Coming into a low lunge. Doesn't matter how far down you're coming, just as long as you're feeling that opening through the left hip flexor. Keeping our fingertips, our hip points pointed towards the front of the mat, just to avoid any side opening here. You can bring your hands onto your hips or interlace your fingers on your thigh. Option is always to bring your fingertips pointed up to the sky as well. Just take a few breaths here to open up that hip. If you'd like, you can also bring your right fingertips to the back thigh. Left hand can come to the side and invite a twist here as well. It's not necessary though. Inhale, gently release back to center. Hands can come to the inside of that foot and we can come back with our right leg and then exchange out our left. Remember, each side is going to feel different. So allow that space. Enjoy what each of these sides have to offer. Still nice tall spine. Enjoying this opening. Or maybe it's really uncomfortable for you. Remember, find that nice in between discomfort, no pain. And again, if you want, you can invite a twist here. Inhale, release. Bring your hands back onto the mat. Bring your knees back together. We'll come back into child's pose. We'll hold here for 3 breaths this time. Next inhale, we'll rise into tabletop. We're going to plant our left hand onto the mat, inhaling our right arm up, and exhale, we'll thread the needle through underneath, keeping the arm elevated. Inhale up, exhale, thread. Inhale up, exhale, thread, except for this time we're going to come right down, bringing our shoulder. I'll come this way so I can explain a bit better. We'll come right down, bringing our right shoulder and our cheek and ear onto the mat. And you can keep your left hand planted or extend it up overhead if that feels okay. Just enjoying this opening through your shoulders. Find your breath here, breathing into your belly. If your arm was extended overhead, we'll bring it back to underneath your shoulder. Inhale, we'll push up. And we'll come into that on the other side, so I'm just going to switch again. So right hand is on the floor, left arm inhales up, exhale, we'll thread through, inhale up, exhale, we'll thread through, inhale up, exhale, we'll thread through, inhale up. Next exhale, we'll come down, bringing our left shoulder, cheek, and ear to the mat. Fingertips can come extended over your head. Find your breath. Breathe into any spaces that feel tight. If your hand is extended, bring it back underneath your shoulder. Inhale, we'll push off the floor, coming back into tabletop. From tabletop, we will come to sit back onto our feet. Or you can sit right down onto the floor, or you can sit on a block or anything like that. We are going to use the yoga strap here. So I'm just going to move a little bit more into the middle. So take your strap. You can use a towel or a shirt or anything. We're gonna grab it with our hands And we'll inhale up, exhale back, nice and slow. You should feel some sensation through this. I particularly find it, especially when I get to about here in my shoulders. There should be no pain. Keep your grip as wide as is comfortable. If you find your minimum edge starts to soften, you can definitely make the distance between your hands a bit shorter. If your shoulders warm up and it feels comfortable. If using a strap doesn't feel good at all, you can just do arm circles as well. It's more about getting the mobility into the joint. As always, it doesn't matter how far you can push your physical body. Just some nice, simple, nourishing movements, as we were saying. So our next inhale and exhale down, we're going to be moving into the next shoulder opener. We'll take the strap and we'll put it behind us, and you can keep that nice wide grip, whatever that looks like for you. So from here, I'm going to take my hand and pull my left arm to the side and then gently pull forward. And this, I really feel this into my deltoid. So from the front, it'll look like this. I'm gonna pull to the front. Inhale back, exhale, pull to the other side. So inhale, we pull back. Exhale, we'll come to the right. Inhale back. Exhale to the left. Inhale back. Exhale to the right. Inhale back. Exhale to the left. Inhale back. Exhale to the right, and we're going to hold here for 3 breaths. As always, it doesn't matter how far your left hand, in this case, comes across your back. It's about the sensations, as always, in your body, wherever you're feeling that. Finding that edge, that minimum edge, and working there. Inhale back, be very careful, especially if you're feeling a lot of saturation, moving really slowly and mindfully as always. Inhale back, and we'll drop that to the side. You can roll your shoulders back a few times if that feels okay. Roll your neck from side to side too, if that feels nice for you. You can hold here. We'll roll to the other side and hold. Just to help move some of that prana that we found in our shoulders. So you can move your strap off to the side. You will come into a forward fold here just to kind of close everything up. We did a lot of opening. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Remember, we don't want to roll through. We're hinging from our hips, leading with our heart. You can even use your strap if you'd like. Put it around the bottoms of your feet. We want to make sure that we put it around the balls of our feet, not the arches of our feet. There's a lot of sensitive nerve endings there, so we don't want to bother those. It's like a little more traction. Remember, form is more important than the depth of your fold. Inhale, we'll come up slowly. Take our right foot coming across our left leg. And you can take your left arm and hug that knee, twisting to the right. Right fingertips sprinkle behind you. You can look over their shoulder if that feels okay. Or you can inhale your left arm up, bringing it across, and just gently using this as leverage to help deepen your twist as long as that feels okay. Nice tall spine still. Sit bones are still connected to the floor. Inhale, we'll come out of that twist. Right leg comes extended, left leg comes across. Right arm can hug that leg, or inhale your right fingertips up, bringing the elbow across. Enjoying this twist. Inhale, we'll release and we'll roll down onto our spine for Shavasana. Grabbing the backs of our thighs, rolling nice and slowly down. So when you arrive into your corpse pose, try and adjust your body so you don't feel any spots are kind of squished. Every part has a nice spaciousness. Close your eyes, release any command you had of the breath, and allow yourself to drop in. If you have more time, I highly suggest you take it in Shavasana. But if you feel ready, I invite you to bring some movement, small movement back into your fingers and your toes. You can roll out your wrists and flop your feet in and out if that feels good. Give yourself a great big stretch. And then one at a time, you can bring your knees into your chest, giving yourself a great big hug. And then if you feel ready, you can roll to whichever side feels best. Take a moment or two there. And then after a few breaths, you can make your way back to seated. Keeping your eyes closed or having a soft gaze. Once again, arrive on your seat and allow yourself to observe whatever your experience is, knowing that All experiences are valid. There's no such thing as a good or bad one. Some we may enjoy more than others, but we're meant to feel the spectrum of feeling. Bring your hands to heart center, bowing our heads. Sending gratitude to ourselves for coming to class, spending time nourishing your mind, body, and spirit. It's not always easy. And I want you to know that wherever this life takes you, that you are seen, you are loved, and you are divine. Take care.